Welcome back to The Deep Dive, brought to you by the Data Zen community.
Great to be here.
If you're joining us, well, you know what we do. We're here to help you figure out how to use these modern AI tools safely, effectively, intelligently, really.
Exactly. We are the Data Zen AI Podcast. You can find us on all the major platforms.
And whether you're, a student hitting the books, a lifelong learner picking up new skills, or maybe a professional looking to make a career change, we're really glad you're tuning in today.
Today, we're diving into something pretty exciting, how AI is, fundamentally changing the way we learn. Our sources are highlighting how these powerful models, think ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, are becoming like a personal learning assistant for everyone.
Right. And it's not just about searching faster online. It's really about studying smarter, not just harder.
That's the core idea. Studying is tough, right? You're often drowning in information. You never feel like you have enough time.
Tell me about it.
Well, AI offers a pretty revolutionary way to handle that information overload, speed up your understanding.
Yeah. And our goal today is to give you some really practical, actionable strategies, things you can use whether you're learning a language or humanities, science, even coding.
It's about boosting efficiency, sparking creativity, and maybe, just maybe, making learning feel a bit more engaging again.
Okay, let's get into it. This idea of AI as a personalized learning assistant forever. Education's been pretty passive, hasn't it? Lectures, textbooks, endless Google searches.
Generic searches.
Exactly. So how does AI actually shift things, make it more interactive, more customized?
Well, the big change is that AI is adaptive. Fundamentally adaptive. Think about a traditional classroom.
Okay.
The teacher or the textbook kind of has to aim for the middle, right? So the explanation might be way too simple for someone who gets it, or totally overwhelming for a beginner.
Yeah, it's been there.
Right. So AI's core strength here is personalization. It can simplify or, add complexity on demand. You just ask it.
Can you give an example? How does that level-based simplification work in practice?
Sure. Let's say you're trying to understand something really abstract, like quantum entanglement.
Okay. Definitely abstract.
A standard explanation might just be dense physics jargon.
Right.
But you can prompt the AI, say, explain quantum entanglement like I'm a curious 10-year-old who loves comic books.
Okay.
And it will. It'll change the language, use analogies maybe involving Spider-Man's web slinging or teleportation, and it skips the heavy math.
But what if I do have some background?
Then you adjust the prompt.
Yeah.
You could say, explain it, assuming I know basic thermodynamics and some linear algebra, and boom, the AI shifts its whole teaching approach.
I see.
That's the customization. It builds these individual learning pathways tailored exactly to what you already know and, maybe more importantly, what you don't know yet.
That customization.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like the real revolution here, moving past that one-size-fits-all model. And we're actually seeing specialized AI tutors popping up now, right? Built on these big models.
Exactly. We're seeing tools designed specifically for this kind of configurable deep learning. For example, there's a popular custom GPT called Mr. Reindeer.
It's reindeer. Okay.
Yeah. And it's not just answering questions. It's like a whole AI tutor system. It can create a custom curriculum for you, start lessons, generate practice tests tailored to you.
So you tell it your goal, I need to ace my organic chemistry final.
Precisely. And it structures the whole learning journey around your pace, your preferences. It's quite comprehensive.
And what about for really technical stuff? Engineering, data science? Those concepts can be incredibly hard to grasp.
Yeah, bridging those abstract gaps is tough. That's where tools like Universal Primer come into play.
Universal Primer.
It's designed for detailed technical explanations, but its trick is using really simple analogies. And it can even generate diagrams or illustrations, if you ask.
Visual aids. Okay.
Yeah, when you're dealing with things like, cloud architecture or complex calculus, having that visual or just a really relatable comparison, it makes a huge difference, especially if you're a visual learner.
Okay, this next part sounds really fascinating for deep understanding. Socratic tutoring using AI.
Yes. This might be one of the most intellectually valuable ways to use these tools instead of just handing you the answer on a plate.
Which is tempting?
Totally tempting. But models like ChatGPT can be prompted to act like Socrates. So you ask about a tricky topic, maybe the ethics of gene editing or the meaning of freedom.
Right.
Instead of summary, the AI starts asking you questions. Well, what assumptions are you making there? Or how might that technology impact social equity?
So it forces you to think critically.
Exactly. It shifts the learning from just passively reading an answer to actively retrieving information, synthesizing it in your own mind. That's how you really cement understanding. It makes you an active participant, in your own discovery.
That's powerful. And does this Socratic thing work for technical fields too, like coding?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's code tutors from Khan Academy. It's a perfect example.
Khan Academy.
If you're stuck on a coding problem, it won't just give you the corrected code. It asks you questions, guides you. Have you thought about how that variable gets initialized? Or what happens if that loop starts from 0 instead of 1?
So it's teaching problem solving, not just copy pasting.
Precisely. Focuses on the skill, not just the answer. And similarly, there's another one called Tutor Me that helps break down huge, complex math or science problems into smaller, bite-sized steps. It guides you through the process, piece by piece.
Okay, so we've seen the AI as a kind of personalized tutor. Let's shift gears a bit. What about the everyday wins? The stuff that helps any learner save time, deal with research, note-taking, those productivity hacks.
Right, these are the immediate accelerators, huge time savers. If you spend hours doing research or trying to condense notes, these tools are game changers.
I always think of this as graduating from just Googling it to using, well, the smarter Google. You type a query, click 20 links, skim pages. It takes forever.
Exactly. Tools like Perplexity are designed to cut through that noise. It's an AI search engine, but it searches the web in real time, gets current info.
Real time.
Yeah. And then it compiles what it finds into a single, concise conversational answer. So instead of 10 pages of blue links for, say, object-oriented programming in Python for a second semester CS student.
A very specific query.
Right. Perplexity just gives you a clean, synthesized explanation with sources cited instantly. It saves potentially hours of just scrolling and clicking.
Okay, the sourcing is critical, especially for anything academic.
Yeah.
You mentioned verification is built in. How does that work?
It's super important. Perplexity has a dedicated sources tab right there next to the answer. And within the answer itself, you see these little numbered citations. Hover over them and it shows you exactly which website or paper that bit of information came from. So you can check it yourself. It's a crucial defense against, those AI hallucinations where it just makes stuff up.
Essential for academic work. And you mentioned guided research.
Yeah, this is another really neat feature. After it answers your first question, Perplexity suggests several relevant follow-up questions. Smart ones you might not have thought of.
Ah, okay.
Click one, you get another clean, cited answer, and then it suggests more follow-ups.
So it keeps you on track, like a structured exploration.
Exactly. Instead of falling down some random research rabbit hole and getting lost, this keeps you focused. It creates this productive learning thread, making sure everything connects back to your main topic, prevents that feeling of being overwhelmed.
And once you follow that thread, all that info.
You don't have to manually copy-paste everything. You can export the entire conversation, your first question, all the follow-ups, all the answers, all the citations as a PDF or Markdown, or even a Word doc.
Nice. Straight into your notes.
Yep. Import it right into your note-taking app or whatever you use. Instantly organized research.
Okay, beyond research, what about just dealing with mountains of reading material? Lecture notes, articles. Summarization seems like a huge win.
Oh, absolutely. Quick comprehension. Students deal with hundreds of pages, dense notes, long transcripts.
Yeah.
This is bread and butter for models like ChatGPT and Claude. You feed them the text. And there are even specialized GPTs like a study summary or Samurai AI summary.
Samurai AI summary. Love the name.
Right. They condense all that lengthy stuff into clear bullet points, key takeaways. They can even translate dense academic jargon into plain English. Helps you get the main points fast without wading through fell.
Does this work for videos too? Lectures on YouTube, things like that.
Definitely. Video content is huge, especially for visual learners or technical topics. If you've got, say, a 2-hour engineering lecture, yeah. Tools like Video Summarizer or Alphanos GPT can often grab the transcript and turn that massive video into digestible summaries and organized notes. It's a lifesaver for revision, especially if you need to find one specific point later, like finding a needle in a haystack otherwise.
Okay, summarization is great, but for real long-term memory, you need active recall, right?
Absolutely. The science is clear on that. Active recall trumps passive review every time, and AI has streamlined making the ultimate recall tool flashcards.
Flashcards. Old school, but effective.
But now supercharged. There are specialized tools, AnkiX, AnkiWizard, They automate creating flashcards, and they optimize them for spaced repetition right away.
Spaced repetition. Remind us what that is.
It's about timing your reviews. You review information just as you're about to forget it. It forces your brain to work harder to retrieve it, which strengthens the memory trace long term. Anki is a popular software for this.
Got it. And you mentioned something called closed deletions earlier. What's that?
Yes. Closed deletion is basically a smart fill-in-the-blank. Instead of just seeing a term and definition, you see a sentence with a keyword or phrase missing.
Like, the powerhouse of the cell is the blank.
Exactly. Mitochondria. It forces your brain to actively retrieve that specific term in context, which is much more effective than just passively reading mitochondria powerhouse of the cell.
And AI can create these automatically.
Yep. You could feed it a whole chapter of a textbook, and tools like NKX can identify the key concepts and whip up hundreds of these targeted, retrieval-focused close cards in seconds. Saves hours, maybe days, of tedious manual work.
Okay, that's a massive efficiency boost. Let's pivot now. Language learning. This seems like an area where AI could be incredibly impactful.
Oh, it absolutely is. We should spend some real time here. Because AI models, well, they're not just extra resources anymore. They're becoming like an all-in-one language partner. Tireless, patient, and, crucially, non-judgmental.
That non-judgmental part is huge, isn't it? Practicing speaking with a human can be nerve-wracking.
Totally. Fear of mistakes holds people back. The sources confirm that models like ChatGPT are amazing supplementary tools for popular languages, Spanish, French, Chinese ones, with tons of training data.
But there's a catch, right? What about less common languages?
Yeah, that's the caveat. Their effectiveness definitely drops for languages with less digital footprint, like, say, Tibetan or Swahili. Not enough data for them to get really fluent or capture all the nuances.
But for the big ones, the personalization is there.
Yeah.
Like those tutors we mentioned.
Exactly. You have custom GPTs like Miss Smith Private Language Teacher or just Language Learner. They focus specifically on conversation practice, tailored lessons. They adjust grammar, vocab, difficulty on the fly based on how you are doing.
Okay, let's get practical. You said there were specific prompts learners could use right now.
Yes, our sources highlighted 7 really effective targeted prompts to basically revolutionize your language learning approach. Let's walk through them.
All right, number 1.
Customized study plan. You tell the AI to act like your language coach. You give it your target language, let's say Italian, your goal, conversational fluency, your time frame, maybe 8 weeks.
And it just makes a plan.
Not just a list of things to do. It structures a whole schedule, mixes things up, watching Italian movies, doing real-life practice drills, grammar review. It even builds in motivation, like little challenges or rewards.
Okay, cool. Number 2.
This is the core. Conversational skills practice. Use that role play prompt again. Tell the AI, be my patient Italian teacher or be a native speaker. Then just start talking. Maybe about la storia del cinema italiano, Italian film history.
And the AI corrects you.
Yes, constructively. Yeah. It points out grammar mistakes, maybe suggests better pronunciation, while naturally weaving in new vocabulary during the chat. It builds confidence in a super low-stakes way you can practice for hours.
No judgment. Okay, number 3.
Vocabulary expansion. Instead of generic word lists, ask the AI to figure out your level first beginner, intermediate, advanced. Then it creates vocabulary lessons just for you. Definitions, example sentences showing context, and quick quizzes to make you use the new words right away.
Getting words into active use.
Well,
good. Number 4.
Super practical. Writing mistake correction. Getting feedback on your writing from a teacher can take ages.
True.
With AI, you paste in your text, an email draft, a short paragraph, and ask for detailed feedback. It'll correct grammar, suggest more natural ways to phrase things, even give style tips. Helps you internalize those tricky writing rules much faster.
Number 5.
Role-play scenarios. This is about applying the language. You set up specific situations. Okay, AI, you're a busy waiter in a Paris cafe. I need to order a complicated lunch and ask for directions.
That sounds fun, actually.
It is, and effective.
Yeah.
Practicing negotiating prices at a market or explaining your job in Spanish, it forces you to use the language practically under a bit of simulated pressure, way beyond just memorizing phrases.
Okay, 6.
Grammar explanations. When you hit a wall like the subjunctive mood in Spanish or German noun cases.
Always tricky.
Right. Ask the AI for a clear explanation, tailored exactly to what you already understand. It breaks down the rule, gives examples, maybe contrasts it with English grammar, and then reinforces it with focused quizzes.
Makes sense. And the last one, number 7.
Crucial for real fluency, cultural insights. Language and culture are tied together, right?
Absolutely.
So ask for a lesson on cultural nuances, idioms, common expressions. Stick with Spanish. Ask about Estar and Esnubis, literally, to be in the clouds, meaning daydreaming.
Oh, oui.
The AI can give you the history when people use it, maybe regional differences. It deepens your understanding and, honestly, your appreciation for the language beyond just words and rules.
That all sounds incredibly powerful. But idioms, humor, nuance. Can an AI really teach that? Or do you still need that human connection, that immersion?
That's a really critical point. The AI is fantastic for the what and when, the structure, the historical context, the typical usage. It can explain the joke, but it can't really deliver the joke with human timing or capture true sarcasm effectively.
Right.
So the sources are clear. AI is the best supplement ever. It automates the drills, offers endless practice, but for genuine fluency, cultural dexterity, yeah, you still need to talk to real people. The AI frees up human teachers to focus on that higher level, nuanced stuff.
Okay, great distinction. Let's move on to more specialized tools now.
Right.
Thinking about students in technical fields, doing heavy research, maybe creating complex content, the library in your pocket idea.
Exactly. The depth here is pretty staggering now. We're way beyond basic web search. There are GPTs built specifically to talk to huge academic databases.
Like which ones?
Tools like Scholar GPT, Consensus, Scholar AI, SciSpace. They don't just search the open web. They tap into hundreds of millions of academic papers, 200, 300 million plus from places like Google Scholar, PubMed, JSTOR, Arxford.
Wow. Okay, so they synthesize information from actual research papers.
Mhm.
Why use one of those instead of just asking regular ChatGPT for sources? What's the difference?
It's a key technical difference. Standard models are trained broadly. Ask them for academic sources. They might pull from easily findable websites, maybe not peer-reviewed stuff.
Uh,
These specialized tools, like Consensus, often use semantic search understanding the meaning, not just keywords. They pull evidence directly from the abstracts, conclusions of actual papers. So, the info is recent, credible, peer-reviewed.
so their main uses.
Finding cutting-edge research, synthesizing evidence across multiple studies, and even helping draft sections of papers with accurate citations already formatted, like APA or MLA style.
That citation formatting alone is a huge time saver, and dealing with all those PDFs you download.
Another major bottleneck, tools like Ask Your PDF Research Assistant or Link Reader help there. You upload that dense 50-page technical paper or your professor's PowerPoint slides, and you can chat with it. Ask it to pull specific data points, summarize sections based only on that document, or even take a finding and insert it into your draft, adding the citation automatically. It turns passive reading into an interactive process.
That's very cool. Okay, STEM fields, coding, math. We mentioned Code Tutor's Socratic method. What else can AI do for coders?
Well, beyond guidance, they're amazing debuggers and explainers. You paste in broken code, Python, Java, whatever, and ask ChatGPT not just to fix it, but crucially to explain why it was broken. What concept did you miss?
Learning from mistakes.
Exactly, active learning. Plus, you can ask for quick intros to new languages or get it to write and explain specific bits of code, like a sorting algorithm breaking down each step.
And are there AI specialists for specific science subjects?
There are. CK12 Flexi, for instance, is a dedicated math and science tutor with adaptive practice problems. And something called Physics Oracle is designed for really deep physics explanations, problem solving, and even helping code physics simulations.
So they offer more technical precision than a general model might.
That's the idea, especially when dealing with complex equations or notation where accuracy is paramount.
One big challenge in STEM is visualizing abstract concepts. Data flows, network designs, chemical structures. Hard to get from text alone. AI help there.
Hugely. This is where visualization GPTs really shine. Tools like diagrams. Show me, whimsical diagrams, get mind map. They take complex descriptions and turn them into visuals.
What kind of visuals? Like actual diagrams?
Yep. For example, if you're learning database design, you could ask it to generate an entity relationship diagram, ERD, for, say, a library system.
Okay.
It draws out the boxes for books, patrons, loans, and shows the lines connecting them, how they relate. Super helpful. Or for software engineers, it can generate sequence diagrams showing how different parts of a program interact over time, turning a dense paragraph of requirements into a clear flowchart. Massive comprehension boost. Helps you spot logic errors, too.
Okay, speaking of learning efficiently, let's talk about applying classic critical thinking techniques, but using AI to kind of supercharge them. You found some powerful examples.
Yeah, 3 really high-impact ones. First, the Feynman technique.
Ah, Richard Feynman. Explain it simply, right?
Exactly. If you can explain a concept simply, you truly understand it. The technique usually involves teaching it to someone else. Well, AI can be that someone else.
So the prompt is literally explain topic like I'm teaching it to a fifth grader.
Pretty much. If the AI acting as the fifth grader gets confused or asks clarifying questions based on your explanation, boom. You've just found a gap in your own understanding. If you can't simplify it well enough for the AI, you haven't mastered it. It's a perfect, non-judgmental simplicity filter.
Clever. Okay, second technique.
Applying the 80-20 principle, Pareto's principle, to learning, the idea that, 80% of the results often come from 20% of the effort or input.
How does that work for studying?
It's about targeting the absolute most critical information. A great teacher might know this intuitively, but AI can help quantify it. You ask, what 20% of concepts in, say, introductory microeconomics would give me 80% of the foundational understanding?
And the AI can figure that out.
Because it's processed so much information, it can often identify the core nodal concepts, the key definitions, the foundational principles that unlock everything else. It helps you prioritize your study time incredibly efficiently. Focus on what matters most first.
Strategic studying.
Yeah.
Love it. And the third one.
Using AI to automate a spaced repetition study plan. We talked about spaced repetition for flashcards.
Right, reviewing at the right intervals.
Well, AI can create a personalized schedule for all your topics leading up to an exam. You tell it what you need to cover, how many days you have, how much time you can study each day.
And it builds the schedule.
Exactly. A precise plan telling you, review topic A tomorrow, review topic B in 3 days, review topic A again in a week, all calculated to maximize long-term retention based on forgetting curves. Takes all the manual tracking and guesswork out of it.
Okay, these tools are clearly powerful, hugely powerful. But that brings us to the practical side, the potential pitfalls. How do you actually study with something like ChatGPT effectively without getting distracted? And the big one, does this stuff make your critical thinking stronger or weaker?
Right. These are crucial questions. And the answer really comes down to how you use the tool. The quality of your learning experience hinges almost entirely on the art of the prompt. That's the skill to master.
Okay, so what makes a good prompt for learning?
First rule, be specific. Don't just ask, tell me about the Roman Empire. That's too broad.
Right.
A good prompt is loaded with detail. Act as a college history professor specializing in ancient Rome. Give me 5 key, easy-to-remember bullet points about the social structure during Augustus's reign. Use only analogies related to modern corporate structures. See? Role, format, level constraints. Specificity is key.
Okay, be specific. What else?
Second, iterate and refine. Don't just take the first answer as final. Push back. If it's too technical, say, can you rephrase that third point using simpler words? Or expand on the political angle you mentioned. Ask follow-up questions. Guide the AI. It's a conversation, not a command.
Keep refining until it's perfect for you.
Exactly. And third, related to specificity, is using role instruction effectively. Telling ChatGPT to act as someone, it's not just a fun trick. No. It genuinely helps tailor the style and make the information stick. Asking it to explain special relativity as, I don't know, Snoop Dogg. Maybe a bit extreme, but asking it to be a specific type of teacher, a patient kindergarten teacher, a high-energy debate coach, changes the language, the tone, the analogies, makes it more memorable and relatable for you.
Okay, prompting is key. Now, the danger zone, misinformation, AI hallucinations, they happen. How do we guard against getting fed false info, especially for important academic work?
This is non-negotiable. Fact-checking is essential. There are 3 main ways to verify critical information. First, always ask the AI to cite its sources.
Just ask.
Yep. Use the prompt. Cite your sources for this information with website links. And this is a crucial part, don't just see the links, click them, check they actually support the claim and aren't broken or irrelevant.
Okay, check the sources. Second,
cross-reference. If it's a core fact, a date, a formula, anything critical you're unsure about, do a quick sanity check. Pop it into Google or use one of those research GPTs like Consensus we mentioned. Verify it against other credible sources. Never rely on a single AI answer for exam material.
Makes sense. Triangulate. And the third way, you said it was the safest.
Yes, the gold standard for academic integrity. Provide the trusted material yourself. Upload or paste the actual text, your textbook chapter, the assigned research paper, your professor's lecture notes, then tell the AI. Summarize this, or answer my questions based only on this text I've provided.
so you constrain it.
Exactly. You force it to work only with information you already trust. That completely eliminates the risk of it pulling in garbage from its wider training data. This is the safest, most ethical way to use it for coursework.
Okay, that leads right into ethics. The line between AI helping you learn and AI. Well, cheating for you, it can feel blurry. How do we define that boundary? We want to assist, not cheat.
The line, fundamentally, is about where the original thought and analysis come from. Using AI to help with structure, organization, feedback, that's assistance. Totally fine.
Like outlining an essay.
Sure, generating an outline, maybe using tools like DocMaker or SlideMaker to structure your presentation, or using something like ChatGPT to proofread your grammar and style. That's all good. It makes you more efficient, improves how you present your ideas.
But when does it cross the line?
It crosses the line when the AI is generating the core arguments, the critical analysis, the unique insights that should be coming from your own brain.
Yeah.
If you're just pasting in a prompt like write an essay about X and submitting what it spits out, that's cheating. Plain and simple.
So the core ideas, the reasoning, that has to be human.
Absolutely. AI should augment your abilities. Automate the grunt work, summarizing, outlining, checking grammar, so you have more time and brain power for the uniquely human tasks. Critical thinking, creative synthesis, original analysis.
Okay, that's a clear distinction. As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the big picture takeaway? The consensus from the sources.
The overwhelming consensus is this. AI tools are incredibly transformative, yes, but they cannot, and frankly should not, replace the human element in learning.
So teachers aren't going away.
Not at all. AI complements teachers, mentors, peers. It handles the tedious stuff, note-taking automation, infinite quiz generation, basic structure. It offers that 247 personalized practice a human just can't provide.
Frees up the human teacher for higher-level interaction.
Exactly. For mentorship, nuanced discussion, emotional support, tailoring things in ways AI still can't grasp. We even touched on AI course builders tools like Mini Course Generator, CourseBox, Kajabi's AI features that can instantly draft outlines, lessons, quizzes, video scripts.
Pretty amazing.
It is. But even those still need a human hand. Someone has to set the real teaching goals, inject cultural relevance, tailor the tone for the specific audience. AI gives you the building blocks. The human provides the artistry, the empathy. And AI also helps learners track progress, stay motivated with those structured plans and gamification we talked about. That's vital for long-term goals.
So the AI handles the structure, the mechanics, the repetition.
Yeah.
Letting humans focus elsewhere. Which leads us to that final provocative thought.
Right. If AI is getting so good at automating the creation and structuring of knowledge, making basic information retrieval and explanation almost instant,
If it can generate course materials, assessments, even multilingual support.
then the big question for every single learner listening, whether you're prepping for an exam or just trying to upskill, is this.
What should you focus on?
Exactly. If AI handles the what are the uniquely human skills that we need to prioritize developing to thrive in this AI-augmented future? Is it all about creativity, emotional intelligence, asking really complex, critical questions that AI can't even formulate yet? What's left for us to master?
That's definitely something to think about, a deep dive indeed.
It really is.
Well, thank you for joining us on this exploration of AI for enhancing learning and productivity. We really hope these strategies, these tools, help you accelerate your own learning journey, make the most of your study time.
And please, to keep up with all our deep dives, our insights into AI, subscribe. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Don't miss out as this tech continues to evolve.
We'd also genuinely love your feedback. Did this resonate? What topics should we tackle next? Drop us an email. Your ideas really do shape these conversations.
And don't forget to visit datazen.top. Lots more learning materials there, articles, info on community meetups, resources to help you really get a handle on AI.
Stay curious, everyone, and keep learning with Data Zen.